Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this very short video. I just came today to encourage someone about the power of dreaming big. I remember when I was growing up, I used to have these dreams and I would imagine things and I would say things that would drive my friends crazy. And I remember a lot of times that they rebuked me and told me, Peter, you will never achieve this. And one of the dreams I used to have was the dream to travel, but there was a specific dream which I had, which was to work for the BBC. And this was a dream that I nurtured growing up and listening to great journalists on radio, especially when CRTV was still very famous and was still a very powerful source of information in Cameroon. So I used to dream when I would listen to journalists, great journalists like Moki Edwin Kindzeka when he just started out at CRTV, and I would listen to many other great journalists reporting, and I started to dream. And growing up, I had great dreams, and I saw most of those dreams being realized. I watched as those dreams were fulfilled. But today I just wanted to encourage someone. Maybe you're still just starting out and you have dreams that sometimes scare you, dreams that sometimes keep you awake at night. I want to say that it's okay to dream, it's okay to have big dreams, it's okay to really have dreams that your mind cannot even comprehend, dreams that will send your friends crazy when you share them. I remember Joseph was a dreamer first before he became a governor. But one thing I want to encourage you about is the fact that when you dream and you really dream big, it's not wise to just share your dreams with every and any person you come across. You have to be selective when it comes to who you want to share your dreams with. There are people that when you share your dreams with, they will discourage you. They will say things that will make you want to reconsider, things that will want you to make you want to downsize your dream, things that will make you to want to give up even before you have started out. And so when you have a dream, you need to rather spend time sitting on the dream, nurturing it, praying about it. Okay, it's okay to have your dream and not to rush out to telling people about the dream. I think there is a lot of there is a situation. I mean, I've come across this a lot, where people just think that by sharing the big dream they have, it's going to make them look big. It's going to make them look maybe so great among their contemporaries. That isn't wise at all. If you have a big dream, spend most of your time planning towards that dream, but much more praying and trusting God for the realization of that dream. I remember I had a very great dream, and I rushed to share it with someone I consider to be a mentor. And this is a dream I haven't realized. I've realized most of my dreams, but this is really a big dream which I have, which is not even necessary that I mention. But when I shared this dream with this guy, he looked at me and said, Peter, forget about this. You're not going to ever be able to do this in Cameroon given the status quo. And I remember leaving his office very discouraged, very downcast, because I felt like someone who should have encouraged me, someone who should have motivated me, and someone who should have stood by me and say, hey, my son, you have a big dream and I want you to pray about it, I want you to think about it. This person rather discouraged me. And we have so many of these kinds of people in our society, people who will nudge us back, people who will tell us you will never be this, you will never become who you want to become, who you dream to become. And I also remember a situation back in the day in the university when during one of the courses, you know, a lecturer had access, it was desktop designing, had access to design business cards. And on my business card, I remember writing the Professor Peter Ta, and this drove the lecturer literally, she was literally mad at me for daring to dream big. And you know, there are many more people out there who are being discouraged from dreaming big. And I want to let you know that first of all, you have to be a dreamer before you can become an achiever. And for every man, especially men, we dream a lot about the things we're going to achieve. And if you can't dream, you can't achieve. It's as simple as that. And so there is power in your imagination. The Bible says, as a man thinks, so he is. So if you don't think the things you want to see happen in your life, you will never achieve those things. You need to first of all imagine the things in your mind. You need to visualize those things, and you need to strategically work towards those things and ensure that they are fulfilled in your life. So my dream about becoming a journalist and working with the BBC was realized 3 years ago when I had a gig with the BBC. I had an opportunity to work with the BBC, a contract that lasted for about 6 months or so, and which led to a very wonderful career of working as a freelance journalist with the BBC thereafter. And so I want to let you know that there is power in dreaming. Growing up in a very remote village and, you know, mimicking journalists to working with the BBC in London, I mean, that is something that can only come from dreaming and intentionally working and being consistent about realizing that dream. But above all, depending on God, trusting in God, who is able to make all dreams come true. If he did it for Joseph in the Bible, leading him from just being a dreamer and being ridiculed by his brothers, being thrown into the pit and being sold into slavery and being thrown into jail and putting him above everyone else, number 2 in Egypt, the governor. If God did it for him in this way, he will do it for you. But you have to remember that there is a process. Okay, there is a process. When it comes to success, there is no lift. You can't elevate yourself to success. You have to walk your way through to success. You have to hit the staircase. You can't enter the lift. You can't take shortcuts. When I say take the lift, you can't just get up and become successful. It has to be a process that you have to go through. Okay, you have to go through that process of laboring and working hard when your friends are going to sleep and being falling for entertainment and taking, you know, doing things that will bring instant gratification. You have to be that person who will step out of your comfort zone, refuse to compromise your standards, believe in yourself, nurture your dreams, love yourself first, take care of your own self, and be able to redefine who you want to be in spite of the difficulties you're going through. I know there are a lot of young people listening to me out there. You have great dreams. You want to be a great entrepreneur. You want to be a great writer. You want to be a great journalist. You want to be a great teacher. You want to be a great politician. These things are doable. These things are achievable. But we have to, first of all, dream about these things. We have to visualize them. We have to walk in the steps even before we can become those things. Okay, and there is something about dreaming that when you dream and you eventually succeed, you don't just live in the success, but you enjoy the success, and you know that it's coming from a long way of hard work and labor, but much more, you learn to value that success because you know it has come a long way. It was a long way coming. And I know there are many people listening to me out there. You're just at the verge of giving up on your dreams. The Bible says in the book of Habakkuk that write down the dream. It says specifically write down the dream. Though it tarries, wait on it. Trust God. Pray. It shall be fulfilled at the appointed time. There is time for everything. There is time to dream. There is time to work towards your dream. But there is time for you to realize that you're a grown-up man and get up and begin to work. The Bible says that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So there is a time that you begin to hope. As a young man, you're hoping and dreaming that this will happen in your life. And there is a time that you realize that, oh, I'm a grown-up man now, and you have to rise up and take those steps of faith and begin to realize your own dreams. So I want to encourage you out there, begin to dream big. Begin to write down your dream. Everything you're going to achieve in life must be, first of all, visualized, written down, and then you can take steps, concrete steps towards those things, and you will realize your dreams. And it will amaze you as how much you'll be able to realize in your own lifetime, and how many people you will be able to impact in your own lifetime. Do not let your dreams scare you. Do not let people talk you into downsizing your dream. Continue to dream big. Continue to believe in yourself. Continue to believe in God, who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ever ask or imagine. Continue to believe that if people had done it in the past, you too can do it now, and that you too can achieve great things. You too can rise beyond the limitations that lives bring your way. You too can rise beyond life's greatest challenges, and you can become that voice in this generation that will reinvigorate determination in people, that will reinvigorate that curiosity to do great things in people, that will reinvigorate and that will revive the spirit of hard work and the spirit of achievement. Be blessed today as you begin to dream, as you begin to discover yourself, and as you begin to refine and redefine your dream, and as you walk towards realizing your dream.